the Concordia tournament this last weekend. We have an injury to one of the outside hitters, Jessica DeVries, with a partial shoulder separation. Here at Russell, you're up on a balcony and you're on the end. So I'm on the end of the Lady Lions as we start the first game of the first match. DeVries out, Shoemaker in, making her first start of the year. 5'9" freshman will start outside, and Minneapolis will serve first with Krista Frazier. So it's Frazier, Seamers, Donovan, Shoemaker, Cross, and Pounds. Pounds will rotate with Chantel Darrow. First serve, good shape. I won't have to move the camera much. Russell's pass goes to the back. Now Minneapolis with a chance at the net. That's out. Crossan's first slam is long. Point to Lady Broncos. And Frazier tips it on over as that pass comes towards the tape. And I'm able to watch the JV2 on the other end. So if I call Kendall's name a couple times, that's where I'm at. Russell slaps it on over, tied up 1-1 here early on, and Seamers' attack at the net goes long. 2-1 Russell, and JV2 Russell is leading, and there's a block by Russell, goes out of bounds, point Minneapolis, as Crossan goes to the net with a big swing. Now Crossan serve, it's in good shape. I've got my lens expanded out as far as it'll go. I cannot get everything in. That's definitely in on the back side. Back line is Seamers. Hammers one down for a point. Minneapolis takes a 1-point lead. Frazier with a nice set, and Seamers again puts one into the corner. They cannot get to it. I might move the camera here to get a little better angle, but I don't think I can do any better than what I've got. Just not a lot of room as Crossan serve handcuffs Lady Broncos on the back row. Point Minneapolis now at 5-2. JV working their way back in this match on the other side. Goes down on our side over here, and point Broncos. They sub a DS out as she gets to the front row. And that's in the net by Nikki Kennedy. Tennis tournament going on today too. The wind's blowing like 40. And that attack by Lady Broncos goes in the net. Tacey Pounds serving from Minneapolis. Got a rotational thing. Setter was out of position on the front row, and Coach Mack doesn't question the call, but lets ladies know they need to be watching what's going on here. Nice dig by Shu. And Frazier tips it on over. And we're in the net. Donovan slaps the net as she hammers down that winner. It will not count though. Shoemaker's pass, handcuffs for her on the back row. If I get this camera to move just a little bit. There we go. That's out. This might be a little better angle. Seamers now serving for Minneapolis. And Russell cannot handle that. Served by Seamers. There we go, another wicked serve by Krista Seamers. Goes out of bounds. Point Minneapolis says. Everyone has funny first names anymore. Miss Miller, that goes in. And Russell wants timeout. JV 2 now trailing 4, and Kendall serves over in good shape. We'll be back with varsity here in just a minute. Seamers back at it for Minneapolis. They had 11-6. Russell, the timeout to try and break the momentum. Shoemaker with a big kill attempt is long. Is out the back line. Point, Lady Broncos. It's a nice serve by something Walter. Chantel with a nice pass. Frazier, nice set, and Donovan comes to the net, puts it in the corner for a point. Oh, that's Bailey. Bailey Walter. Donovan, well, now will serve. Lots of Baileys on this. They're all spelled different. JV2 trying to get back in it now. Do tie it up 14 all. Donovan's serve goes in the net. Crossing from the outside on a nice set by Frazier. Hits across court. In for a point. Lady Lions. Now Frazier. As Russell subs out the DS on the front line. It's the other one in on the back line. Nice attack by Russell, and Shoemaker pass goes up, hits the out of bounds pole on the net. Point, Broncos. A nice pass by Seamers, and Crossan's able to attack from the middle. Shoemaker's in the net. Point, Lady Broncos. Crossan, it was stopped by Russell, and it rolls across the tape, lands right on the line. It's a point, Lady Broncos. Seamers backs up to take that pass and has trouble with the placement. Now it's all tied up, 13-all. Another nice serve by Lady Broncos. Crossan's attack at the net goes long. And Russell Broncos take a 1-point lead. Christy Fasek doing a number on our back line with the serves. And their pass goes off the pipe holding the net upright. And Shoemaker's serve doesn't make it to the net. (15-14) Russell. And that's out. Crossan will serve for Minneapolis. Nice serve, and then the pass by Russell goes out of bounds. Jordan Crossan rocks back and hammers over another very nice serve and puts Minneapolis back in the lead. They're up 17-15. JV's jumped out to a 6-point lead. And that serve is long. Side out to Russell. Very nice serve and an even better dig by Frazier. Donovan hammers it across. Shoemaker with a nice dig. Now Tacey Pounds bumps it on over. We're in the net again. Nikki Kennedy with a big attack at the net. Now she's serving for Lady Broncos. That's in. Russell leading 18-17. That one is out. Shea let that one go long. Now Pounds. The nice serve. Just set on over by Russell. And we tip it over. Frazier, Seamers. No tip there as Krista Seamers with a big swing. Mid-court just puts it to the floor. Now Pounds. Nice serve to zone number 3. And that's just set on over, and our two middles watch it land, hit the floor. Now Chantel Darrow in for Pounds. She goes to the front row. All tied up 19. JV now up 24-19. Shoemaker's pass, better shape. Now Donovan with the tip. And Chantel with the dig. Seamers. Well, I'm glad she took that because it was going out the back. Seamers hammers one to the bleachers in the back, and Russell Lady Broncos try to take that. And it flies clear up into the stands. Now Seamers. Nice attack. That should be in the left. on Bailey Walter, but not called. It hits the floor. Point Minneapolis. Seamers. Crucial time here to get the serves over in good shape. Nice block. Donovan with a stuff kill, and Russell now looking at a 3-point deficit as the JV wins 25-19. Seamers back at it for Minneapolis. Oh, what a save. Lady Broncos, and Donovan hammers it across. They're able to get to it. Nice attack by Shoemaker. Just clear to the back, and it hits the tape. Point Broncos. And they're serving with one of their better servers with Bailey Walter. Net. Thank you. 23-20. Now Donovan with her patented walk to the line serve. Should have been a left. Tip. Crossing one-handed. Move the camera, I'm sorry. Set by Broncos is stopped by Crossland, and that's it. 25-20, Minneapolis wins first game of the first match. We'll be back with the second game here in just a minute. Second game, first match. Now Lady Broncos will serve first here. We're ready. Minneapolis wins the first game 25-20 on a little bit, I was going to say lackluster attempt. They were not really into it, I didn't think, until right there. Crossing comes to the net and unloads the big one. Frazier, nice serve. Broncos get it over. Now Pounds outside to Shoemaker, hits the tape, goes over. And that one does not. Frazier with another good serve. We stuff them. Ball does not go over. Shoemaker crossing both were right there. Frazier. Wow, Crossland's right there on a nice stuff. 5'11" senior doing a nice tip by Crossland. They recover, but cannot get it over. Excellent net play by Jordan Crossland with 3 stuffs in the last 2 points. 4-0 Minneapolis. Set by Russell, it's tipped on over. Now Frazier to Shoemaker with a nice attack. They're able to get to it. Now Pounds. Set goes somewhat astray, and Russell serving 1-4. Seamer's pass is right on the money to Frazier. Now Crossland, it's down. Crossland uses the diagonal, heads for the corner, and Russell cannot cover. JV leading 8-6. Now Shoemaker serving. Net. Point Russell, side out to Lady Broncos. Frazier, nice pass, and Pounds tips it on over there, letting them play. Some refs would not allow the carry or the lift. Some of those tips are marginal. Now crossing. Serve comes over in good shape. Back set. Broncos and Frazier's right there to cover. Now Seamers. That back set by Lady Broncos on a cross went out of bounds. Point Minneapolis. I think Seamers just needs to go ahead and attack that net with the big hit. It hit the rafters on its way over. Point Minneapolis. Can't move the camera much. I could zoom the other side, but I wouldn't be able to get much of Russell. And now Donovan with nice stuff, and Russell wants timeout. We'll be back after this 1 minute timeout. Crossan still on the serve for Minneapolis. Broncos just bump it on over. And 2. Donovan's pass goes off the side, and Frazier's able to get to it. Tipped by Donovan. Again, it falls on their side. Point Minneapolis. 9-10 Minneapolis. That hit the rafter and came right back down. Point Minneapolis. Jordan Crossan here with a nice string of 5 or 6 in a row. Net. Point Russell, and they sub out the DS on the front row, and Kennedy will serve for the Lady Broncos. It's a tape shot as Donovan went to dive for it. Drops in for a point. The left hand by Donovan as the set. It's the only way she could get to it. A great dig by Frazier on the back row. Now Tacey Pounds. Serve is good shape, and Russell able to get to it. Frazier distributing. Has been setting to the middle. Donovan the last 2 points. Whips one over to the outside, and Seamers ready. Hammers it down. 13-4. Not a good pass by the Lady Broncos. They get it over in 2. Now Frazier, and the left hand by Donovan. Point Minneapolis. Pounds still serving. Tips on a big attack by Broncos. Amanda Deschler. Oh, what a dig by Frazier. They get to it. They don't get it over in 4. Frazier with the dig that went over, and it was going to land right on the line. The Lady Broncos had to take it. Frazier outside to Shoemaker. Nice attack by Shea. Now Donovan. Should have been 2 hits by Donovan as she let it go from one hand to the other, but not called. And that's the point. Lady Lions are starting to pull away here, leading 16-5. Russell with a point inside out. And Bailey Walter will serve for the Lady Broncos. That's out. Chantel lets it go, and glad she did. It ricochets off the bleachers. Now Donovan for the Lady Lions, up 17-6. JV's in a nail biter over here, all knotted up at 16. Donovan's serve is in good shape. I think the Broncos' first pass sometimes is not where they want it. They have trouble getting to it like they did on that one. That's a better one there. It's a set. Mistimed her jump there as Deschler goes up for the kill. Donovan still serving for Minneapolis. Their pass goes over. Seamers now crossing. It's down. Point Minneapolis. Has a nice rotation on our side as Seamers took the pass. Nice set up front, and that's in. Definitely in. Donovan still up service line. Wow, what a knuckleball. Absolutely no spin whatsoever, and Russell wants a timeout as Donovan lets rip a knuckleball that handcuffs the Lady Broncos, point Minneapolis. And we'll be back after this 1 minute timeout. Minneapolis up 22-6. And back at it for Minneapolis after that quick timeout. Nice block at the net by Crossan. Now Shoemaker from the outside. They're able to handle it once more. DeVries down with a shoulder separation. And Shoemaker playing all the way around for Coach Mack. The outside hitter. Chantel with a nice bump up. Shoemaker again. They can't handle that one. It goes out of bounds. Point Minneapolis. 23-6. Minneapolis having no problems here with Donovan still serving. Nice attack by Lady Broncos as Deschler hammers one over, and Shoemaker's attack goes out the back line for a point. And side out to Lady Broncos. Oh, what a save by Krista Seamers as that serve handcuffs Chantel. And the Broncos whip one into the middle. It lands for a point. Seamers, nice foot movement, now crossing with a tip. And Lady Broncos put it in the net. (24-8). And we'll see if Krista Frazier can't finish it off right here. And that's it. Crossing with the big kill right at the net as the Broncos pass gets too close to the tape and she hammers it down. Point Minneapolis. That's the way it ends. Second game 25-8. First game 25-10. JV are pulling away now 23-18. So both varsity and JV are going to win in two. And I'll get some information on Jessica DeVries. JV1 getting ready to take the floor here against the Lady Broncos, JV1. Tacey Pounds, Connor Fulton, Emily Fleming, Halderson, Briggs, and Buckles. Emily Buckles. Nice serve. Goes out. Point Minneapolis. Morgan Halderson, Emily Buckles, and Kayla Briggs. Pound still serving. It's in. Wow. She can serve, and she demonstrated that last week at Ellsworth and the week before at the JV tournament in Minneapolis. Another one in. Russell back to get it. And Kayla Briggs is there to make sure it didn't come over. I told you I would investigate a Minneapolis outside injury to Jessica DeVries. It ricochets off the roof and comes back down. 4-0 Minneapolis. That injury will keep Jessica's arm in the sling for at least 2 weeks. It actually came out of joint and went back in. So it was a separated shoulder. She has swelling in the shoulder and clear down into the fingers and still experiences some pain. So they'll look at it again after 2 weeks and see if she can come back. It lost 2 hits by Russell. JV3 getting ready to start in the other court. And Pounds hammers another one over Point Minneapolis, 6-0, and Broncos won a timeout. We'll be back after this. Pounds back at it for Minneapolis, hammers one back to the back row, and Russell cannot handle it. And they're going to sub. Nice serve by Tacey. They just pump it over. Kayla. Now Tacey set to Amber Buckles. She hits the net with the left hand. Point Broncos. Down at the other end we have Gabby Blocklinger, Taylor Atkins. There's a nice serve by Blocklinger down there. And we're ahead on the JV3 also. Megan Heikes, Jessica Smith, Kendall Perry, and Liz Zimmerman. Nice serve by Russell. Gets down to the floor in front of Morgan. It's a better pass now in the middle set. Kayla out. It's out the back, point to the Broncos. A long, hot bus ride out here. Reflected the first game by the varsity. We're starting to get back in the groove in the second game and put Broncos away 25-9, 25-10. Gabby's still serving over there. And ladies need a side out right here. Tape shot by the Russell server. Brittany Counts so far is Serving rather well. Now Morgan comes to get it, bumps it on over. Tipped. Connor comes to get it. And Amber Buckles puts one out the back line. Point Russell. And Coach Frazier wants a timeout. Another tape shot by Counts. Lands in front of our back row. And Russell takes the lead, 8-7. Kayla Briggs hits one out of bounds. Now Pounds with the set. Morgan bumps it on over and passed by the Broncos. They recover. Now Pounds with the outside. Buckles hammers it over. Back set is there. Caleb Briggs with the middle attack. That's definitely in. As Russell finds an open spot in our back row. Point. Emily, nice pass, back set. We're stuffed. Buckles goes to the net, and we're stuffed by Russell. As our rotation right now is not good. That's out. Brittany Counts still serving for Russell. And has for about the last 12 points. They will not call a left. Now Amber Buckles. Oh, just as I say that, Amber hammers one to the back row, and Russell catches it. 12-9, Russell. And that's a lift. Really no reason in the world why Russell should win this. We got to get in front of their hitter. Get in front of their hitter, we'll block that. 14-9. Lady Broncos. At Point Minneapolis, now trailing 10-14, Kayla Briggs. Right on the line. (14-11). There's another one. It's going out of bounds. Russell's going to substitute the back line. Try and get some passing help on the back row. They bring in Brandy Florian, and Kayla's serve goes in the net. Side out to Minneapolis. Now Morgan Alderson will serve. It's going out of bounds. Russell's pass comes over. Point Minneapolis. 14-15. Short serve by Morgan, makes it over. It's in good shape. Now the set. Emily tries the left hand. It's set perfectly for the right hand. Hammer it down. Point Russell. 16-14. Buckles. Nice pass up. Nice block by Pounds. Somebody's got to be in the net. Connor Fulton with the good net play up there. And the block. Now Emily Fleming. 16-15. Nice serve by Emily. Morgan with the set. Connor Fulton with the big attack. Splits the defense on the back for a point. And we're all tied up. Timeout, Broncos, and we'll be back. Just a minute. Here we go. Fleming still serving for Minneapolis. It all knotted up. That one handcuffs the Broncos, and they cannot get to the pass as they do recover on the back row and get it back to the front. Now Minneapolis with a 1-point lead. Another good serve by Fleming. And a good dig by Morgan, but her pass goes out of bounds. 17-17. As I promised, I did a little investigating. This is after the fact. You probably have already read it in the paper. Minneapolis Lady Lions win the Concordia Invitational Volleyball Tournament this last weekend with an impressive 6 victories in a row and a championship match against Marysville. Put them away in 3, lost the first game. Came back to win 2 in a row as Minneapolis. Very impressive tournament wins out here in Russell. And I don't know why that wasn't our point. Must have hit the net. And then this past weekend at Concordia, that is a tough tournament, let me tell you. We've got up there with some pretty good teams. It seems like second place is about what we're Connor Fulton for Minneapolis. Left point Minneapolis. We're all knotted up again at 19. Another good serve. Hanley's pass goes over. Now Buckles bumps it on over, and Russell with an attack at the net. It's good. You got to take them. Girls, those are going to be in. 2019 side out to Russell. Russell with a quick sub. Morgan's pass is there, and Kayla Briggs bumps it on over. Emily moves over to take that one. Chantel tipped by Kayla Briggs. It drops. Point Minneapolis. 20-20. Now Pounds back in for Chantel Darrow. nice serve by Tacey Pounds puts Minneapolis up by 1. Tough match here for JV1. Pounds with another serve, it's in. They take it, and the pass comes over, and Morgan tips it over. Now Pounds. Briggs with the tip, and it lands on Russell's side, point Minneapolis. Another good serve by Tacey. And they call that out. Excellent attack by Russell. Another tip by Briggs, and Minneapolis now with a 4-point lead, 24-20. Pounds rocks back and hammers that serve over to the back row. Fleming. Again, nice pass, Briggs. That's it, 25-20. Minneapolis wins. We'll be back with the second game in just a minute. We'll watch the start of this game, and I'll pick up the end, and then we'll try and put on a little more varsity. This is still JV1, and they jump out to a 2-point lead against Lady Broncos JV. Amber Buckles serving for Minneapolis, and as long as she's serving, I'll keep it on. There's a left hand hit by Emily Fleming. Kayla Briggs with the attack, tipped at the net, goes on through. Need to go ahead and change the clock. Back on JV 3. There they do. 5-zip Minneapolis here in JV1. Amber Buckle still serving. (6-0). Amber still serving. That's out. Point Russell, trailing 1-6. 10-0, Kayla Briggs still serving. JV1 starting to pull away from Russell here. Second game of the JV1 match. Pounds with the set. Connor Fulton with another slam that their pass comes over, and our set, Emily Fleming, goes clear out of bounds to get it. And their tape shot falls on our side for a point. Broncos 2-10. Lady Broncos 2, Minneapolis 10. Tacey Pounds serving for Minneapolis JV1, up 18-8 here. Second game of this match. Fulton with a nice bump up to Pounds. And Briggs hammers one down. Score it. Point Minneapolis 19-8. As JV3 is having a little problems in the second game, trailing 15-12. Pounds still serving for Minneapolis. See if we can't close them out here. Nice serve with the top spin. And their attack goes off the bleachers, out of bounds. Point Minneapolis, and Russell wants a timeout. Minneapolis up 21-8. Buckle still serving for Minneapolis JV1 here, trying to put this game away. And Emily Fleming with the big outside attack gets Minneapolis 2 match point, 24-10. And Gabby Blocklinger with a nice string of serves down with JV 3 has got them back in the ball game. Amber's serve is in good shape. Fleming now pounds, middle attack by Briggs. It's stopped by Russell and side out to Lady Broncos. Match point, and Fleming hits one to the back line, lands on the line, point Minneapolis, and that's the way it ends. 25-12, JV1 with the victory also. Now, varsity will be back shortly with the last match of the day. By the end of the day, should be supporting a 22-2 record. Not too bad after taking 6 in a row from up at Concordia. And then the first match here today. Gabby still serving over there on the other court. Now Minneapolis up 21-19. We'll be back with varsity action here in just a little bit, if I stay. You're ready for the second match of the evening. Lady Lions with a 21-2 record, looking to make it 22-2 with their pregame sprawl. Will be on the defensive here as Russell will serve first. And we'll see how long I can last with the tape. We'll be back with the start here in just a second. Here we go with the start of this. Donovan with a good dig. Shoemaker. It doesn't go over in 4. Shea with the slam at the net, hit the tape, came back, Russell's point. Donovan's pass to Frazier. Crossing. No question about that one. 5'11" senior. I'm going to call her 6' senior. I like those numbers better. 6' senior from the outside with the winner. Point Minneapolis. Nice kill. Crossing above the middle blocker of Russell. Takes it to the floor. Frazier. Bad pass. Point Minneapolis. JV3 in action again over here on the other court. Frazier with another nice serve, goes up in the rafters. Donovan, Frazier, outside, Shoemaker. It ricochets over. Point Minneapolis. Shoemaker with a strong effort at the net, taking the place of Jessica DeVries, who is out with a separated shoulder for at least 2 weeks, if not longer. We're in the net. Scored a point to Russell, side out. Pounds. Pass goes in the net, and Frazier gets to it somehow. Now Crossen. That pass came over, and Jordan Crossen right there. Shea likes the camera action, and her serve is over in good shape. What a recovery. Crossen up to make the block. It was tipped over. She turns around, recovers, flips it up, and Frazier sends it back to the back corner, sets it into the corner where nobody could touch it. Point Minneapolis, 6-2 Minneapolis. Shoemaker with another serve. It would have been borderline in or out. Now Crossen with the big stuff. Frazier outside seamers. Net attack goes out the back line for a point. Lady Broncos. didn't go out the back. Seamers with a big hit. Point Minneapolis. Now leading 7-3. Jordan Crossan will serve for Minneapolis. Pass goes out of bounds. Eight 3. Crossan. Sliced that one off to the right as I think she mishit it just a little bit. Went in the net. Point to Lady Broncos. Now Donovan. Seamers back set from Frazier and Pounds. Attack goes out the back line. A point to the Broncos, trailing 5-8 and serving. Pound serve is right in there. Nobody takes it. Splits the defense on the back row. (10-5) Minneapolis. Tipped over by Russell. Now short set by Frazier, and Donovan hammers it down. They're able to cover. Outside hit, Frazier, or Seamers on a nice set by Frazier. Now middle, tipped, Donovan. Donovan caught the defense backing up for the big hit, and it was open in the front. Another nice serve by Pounds. Frazier sets Seamers again, nits through the block, but the back row collects it. Frazier back sets it on over. Now Minneapolis with the attack again, and Seamers punches out number 4 on the back row as she drops the hammer and catches the DS in the chin. Point Minneapolis, 12-5. Pounds. It's out. (13-5). They bop it over, and Donovan hammers it down, and her hand goes into the net. Point to Russell. They're going to sub, and we'll be back. So are we. Chantel in for Tacey. Shoemaker right there with the dig, and Frazier with the outside attack. Goes in the net. But what a dig by Krista. Now Donovan, it's out. Might be playing a little bit too relaxed here with not too much intensity as Lady Broncos. Back set. Seamers just a fraction of a second late getting to the net. Hammers it into the net. Point Lady Broncos. There we we go, side out to Minneapolis. As JV3's ball comes clear over our side. (14-9). Seamers serving for Minneapolis. And their attack is in the net. 15-9. Coach would like to see him reel off 10 in a row right here. Serve is out the back line. Point to Russell. 15-10. Minneapolis with Russell serving. And their serve goes out the back. That's out, point Minneapolis. Donovan. With that casual walk to the service line, hammers it on over, and they're not going to get to that one. That goes out, point Minneapolis. On some timely serving by Megan Donovan, Minneapolis out to an 18-10 lead. There's another one. Donovan serve, topspin, catches that defender off guard. It's running up her arm and right on back it goes. Megan Donovan now serving, Minneapolis leading 19-10, and Russell with a quick timeout. Now Donovan still serving. Hits a knuckler to the back row. Seamers, back set. Crossing on a short set, and Broncos get a gift as the pass comes back over, and Russell's middle puts it back down to the floor for a point. 11-19. Tape shot. Shoemaker's right there. And hammers it down with the middle attack. Shea Shoemaker. 20-11 Minneapolis. 5'9" freshman with a good attack at the net there. Shoemaker set right in the wheelhouse. Hammers it down for a point. Now Frazier. They bump it over. A nice dig by Seamers. And Crossan finds the corner with that winner. And Minneapolis 21, Broncos 11. Frazier. That pass goes out of bounds, point Minneapolis. They just bump it on over. That was to the outside. It wasn't Crossan's strong hitting hand. Shoemaker should have took that tack. Regardless, that's going out. Point Minneapolis. Now Shoemaker will serve with Minneapolis leading 23-12. There, serves looking much better this game. First game, she had a little trouble with it. Nice block, tipped by Crossan. She's back, hammering away. Goes out of bounds to Russell. Point Lady Broncos. 13-23. Donovan pounds. We bump it on over. It's a nice bump as Seamers puts it into the corner. And that attack is out the back line. Now Crossan to finish it off for Minneapolis here. They get a decent pass up to the front and tip it on over. We cannot dig it. Point, Russell. Quick substitution by Russell. Donovan pancakes out and cracks a nail on that one. Or jams a finger, excuse me. 15-24. Nice dig by Crossan on the back row. Now Donovan leans back and gets one over. Donovan in the net. Point Broncos, 16-24. That's out, and that's the game. 25-16, we'll be back with the second game of the second match here in just a minute. Start of the second game, I'm going to shorten up the lens just a little bit, see if I can't get just a little bit of the intensity on a good attack. For Point Minneapolis. And that's not working. Just yet. Donovan, Shoemaker. And that's out. Point to the Broncos. Pounds with a good attack of the net. Their pass goes over, now Crossan. Boom. Shoemaker with a nice serve. They just bump it on over. Set the outside that time. Well, it looked like everybody was in the net on that one. Crossan quick to the net. Steph's Broncos. Now Shoemaker with another serve. Seamers from the outside. Count it. Point Minneapolis. That one's long. 3-4. Bronco trailing by 1 here in the second game of the second match. There's an ace as Shoemaker moving to her right, try to get a pass to the front. Donovan now pounds. Frazier bumps it over. And Broncos are stuffed. Jordan Crossan right there. Puts it down. Nice serve. And it goes out of bounds. Point to the Broncos. Nice serve by Nikki Bailey. And Seamers parks one on Russell's side of the court for a point. Now Tacey Pounds. one almost would have been out. They'd call that a lift in Central Kansas. And we get the call out here also. Pound still serving. 7-5. Lady Lions. Tipped. Now Donovan. Short set, Frazier, and Donovan makes good of the perfect placement of that set by Krista Frazier. 8-5. And the attack at the net by Russell goes in the net. And Russell wants a timeout. We'll be back after this quick timeout. Pounds still serving. Minneapolis up 9-5. Broncos with a timeout to try and stem the tide here as Minneapolis clicking on all cylinders. Donovan with the tip. Russell cannot pull it out of the net. Point to Minneapolis. Pounds brings it. It didn't go over, and that's exactly what they call. Nice call by the chair judge. Not a good pass by the Bronquette, and that sails wide out of bounds. (12-5). Tacey Pound still serving. Here's a set to the middle, and Donovan. It would have been out, I believe. Russell sticks out an arm to try and save it. It goes out of bounds. Point Minneapolis, 13-5. Nice swing by Russell. Outside. And then she mistimes her jump and cannot get it over. That's Bailey Walter. Pounds. They just bump it over. Frazier outside. Seamers uses the left hand. In the middle. Donovan. Strength of this club tonight, of course, we have Seamers on the outside, but the middle's really scored a lot of points tonight. And great Broncos with a nice attack at the net. Scored a point. Lady Broncos, 6-15. Chantel and Rosson's pass is right on the money. Now Donovan, she's tough. And we cannot cover on the back row as that block goes back and drops for a point. The Broncos. Shea with a nice pass. Chantel. Seamers just bumps it on over. Nice save. And Seamers with another nice save. Now Russell has to go get it. And that's not going over. Point Minneapolis. Seamers' serve is good shape. Now Frazier, middle. Donovan, it's down. point. Minneapolis has Megan Donovan with a kill. (17-7). Net. Seamer's serve goes in the net. Crossing with a nice pass. Donovan. Attack at the net. Just barely clipped it. Stays on our side. Frazier. Shoemaker. Is in the net. We need one good pass. And that'll do. Terrible serve by Walter. Now they sub, and Minneapolis will try to put this away here, leading 18-10. Back set goes back to the net, and Russell cannot get it over. Another nice serve by Megan Donovan. That's set on across. Now Frazier. Crossing. They don't have an answer for that, I guarantee you. Haven't all night, as Jordan Crossan and Megan Donovan just keep hammering them down. Seamers with the pass to Frazier now. Shoemaker. And we're starting to work them from the outside with Shoemaker and Seamers. 21-10. Big Red. That serve was going out of bounds and was definitely out of bounds. Taken anyway by Russell. And JV 3 up 23-14. That one's definitely out. So from one side to the other, Donovan. Outside, crossing. They just stick up an arm. It's down for a point, Minneapolis. Now Pounds will come in for Chantel. 22-2. The Lady Lions are getting ready to win the second one of the evening tonight. Russell. They get to it. Now Frazier with a good set, and Shoemaker down the line it comes. Scored a point. And we're at match point right now. One of the few times this year I've had enough tape. Frazier. Nice set. Here comes Shoemaker again. Has to adjust. Got a lift. 2 hits by Shoemaker. It will be a point. Russell. JV3 wraps it up on the other end. Seamers with a good pass. That should be it right there. Crossan finishes off for Minneapolis. Upcoming for Minneapolis will be Southeast at their house, plus Hillsborough tournament, which is always an exciting tournament. So from windy Russell, Kansas, Minneapolis wins everything. JV1, JV2, JV3, and the varsity win 2. I hope you enjoy this telecast. We'll be back with another one of these days.